Hey everybody, how you doing today? This is Chad from CBW Farms and welcome back to the channel. And today we're here on Fox Farms. And Rusty Money Gaming has challenged me and others to do our top 6 small tractor mods in Farming Simulator 19. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at our top 6, and I got one honorable mention, which is what we'll look at first. But, well, just kind of looking around the map here a little bit. I haven't seen Fox Farms before, so I thought, well, I'll try something different today. Alright, let's get started. We'll hop in our Mahindra here, start her up, and we're going to go to our honorable mention first. Bear with me a second here while we move around. Alright, honorable mention. This is the 1X5 series by Yegi's Modding. And these are 20 slots for the first one. And they start at $19,000. And they range anywhere from 58 to 75 horsepower. And they do travel about 18 miles an hour. They sound really nice. I haven't really played with these very much, but they were a nice looking tractor, and I like open station tractors. And on here you can see you can get a weight bracket and a loader mount on it. So it's nice for that. There's no front 3-point for it, but there is different headlight styles. You see some are in the grill, and then the ones beside the grill. Different tire configurations. There's not a lot of tire configurations, but there is a few. And as you can see, you can either get it with a cab or without. So let's hop on here once. I really like how it sounds. And here's what it looks like in cab. Can't really hear the horn, I guess. But nope, just a nice little 2-wheel drive tractor. And it's kind of you got a nice little pep to it. And even though I told you it went 18 miles an hour, you can see down in the bottom of the screen, it actually goes 19 miles an hour. So yeah, let's head over to the sheds here, and let's take a peek at our top 6. We're just about here. So for you Massey guys, here you go. Alright, coming in at number 6, we have this little guy. It's the Ferguson pack by North Modding Company. These start either at 9 or 10 slots. 9 slots for these smaller ones and 10, I believe, for this bigger one. It's either for the bigger one here or the one, I think, with the loader is actually 10 slots. You can see they come in different varieties. You can get the 4-wheel drive looking one here. And here's just kind of your base model here with some sandbags for weight. You get a tracked version of it. But like I said, these take 9 or 10 slots to start off with, depending which one you get. But they start at $2,500 for this base model here. So they're nice and cheap, really nice for a survival role play series. 23 to 47 horsepower, 23 for all these little guys, and 47 horsepower for this big guy. And you can see this set also comes with a rear weight, which you got to have the fixed 3-point for that. You don't want the swinging drawbar. And you got the one that comes with a loader. The loader stays on the tractor, that one you cannot remove. It's got a manure fork. It's got a little bucket and a pallet fork. And this set also comes with a plow and with a little 3,000 liter tipper. Kind of a bandsaw for wood, a log clamp. Yeah, so it's got a nice little pack with a nice little variety of stuff. We'll hop on, we'll listen to him. This is what I like about this tractor the most. It sounds like it should. We used to have a little 8N Ford when I first started farming, and my wife, to this day, that's my wife's favorite tractor. We got rid of it a long time ago. Wish we would have kept it around, but yeah, this is our little Ferguson pack here. Like I said, this one only goes 13 miles an hour, so it's not speedy as the tractors, but It'll get us from point A to point B. In fact, we'll go to point B, and we'll look at number 5. Better back up out of the way here a little bit. So again, that's the Ferguson pack by North Modding Company. Coming in at number 5. Oh, and by the way, if you're psych, if you're wondering where these sheds come from, these are the American Shed Pack by A-Dub Modding. You can get these with or without doors, and they're fairly inexpensive also. So just in case you're wondering where I got these, they're off Mod Hub. But coming in at number 5, we have the Fendt GT 250 pack, or 250 GT pack by Polo Freak and a bunch of other ones. So the Polo Freak was the first one of the modders that was listed, and like I said, there was like 4 different names on there. These start out at 28 slots, but there's kind of a lot to them. They start out at $14,500, and they range either from 45 to 48 horsepower is it, and they go 18 miles an hour again also. And in these you can get either a standard or a gear shift sound, but there's more to this than the tractor. You can see this tractor here, you can change colors, and you can get a front loader attachment, and that front loader attachment is, you know, its own loader also in underneath front loaders. You can get it with the cab, and here you got the rollover protection on the back, and here's your most standard one. Excuse me. And with these you get a bunch of attachments you can buy. Here's a plow, only about 3-meter plow. You can have a tipper wagon and most of this stuff all mounts to the front. You can get a tipper wagon, either 3,000 or 6,000 liters. And it's a little bit different. It downloads with the pack, but it wasn't included in the pack, is this lizard mower set. So it's a nice butterfly mower, and I believe it's about 9 meters, and it will go about 11 miles an hour. So you get the mower pack with it. You can also get this front mower 3-point mounted. This one is not 3-point mounted, because as you can see, here's a cultivator. You can get a 4-meter or a 3-meter cultivator, or they went with the 4. But if you go up to this, you can see the hand there. You can move these out of the way. You put them in there by hand, drop it down. So there's the 4-meter cultivator. And you can get this little 6-row corn planter, and you can get this little 3-meter seeder. They don't hold a lot, but this one you drive underneath and it mounts up to the front. This one you have to pick up by hand and put it underneath the front end. So it's real nice to see. You can mount, you can pull a wagon behind it and you can have more seed capacity. So we'll mount this on here once. We'll start her up. You can see we got the Lizard GT cultivator. Oh, I guess I got the 3-meter one it shows here, but I thought I had the 4. All you do, yep, you hit that, and you see you can lower it and raise it. It's kind of a goofy looking thing, that's for sure. Start him up. See, this one also, I told you it went 18, but it goes 19 miles an hour. Got the nice brake sounding to them, the old-fashioned brakes that'll squeak. They come with that little drawbar mounted on them. Nice little turning radius to it. And you've probably seen Mr. Sealy P use this on Lucas Island series that he's currently playing on. There's that one. And you can also get this in 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. Here's the 4-wheel drive version, and like I said, here's the one with the loader. So yeah, again, that's the Fendt 250 GT pack by Polo Freak and others. Let's hop on this one. And you can get number plates on here too, as you can see on the back fender there. Let's head to number 4. There's those brakes squeaking again, and there's a little seat for the fender if you want to have somebody ride with you. Alright, number 4. We have the Fiat 1000 Series Pack by Dale's Farmer. I like this little set. I don't like the in-game Fiat that we got, because it only goes like 15 miles an hour. It is slow. Where this one, depends on, if you get the big engine on here, it will go 23 miles an hour, but standard they'll go about 18 miles an hour, which is a little bit faster than the in-game one. And as you can see, you can get some big old chunky boys on here for tires. This is the 1300, so this one will go 23 miles an hour. This takes 22 slots for the first one, and they start at $26,500. They range from 110 to 185 horsepower. As you can see, you can get a front weight bracket on there, and you can get the chrome exhaust, or you can change colors on it. You can see this one's got the tracks. You can get either back tracks, front tracks. This is under the four-wheel drive version, because there's two-wheel version and a four-wheel drive. So there's the four-wheel drive version. This is also four-wheel drive version, and you can check out the in-store if you're interested in it and see what options you all got. But as you can see, you can change the cab color and the paint job on it. And again, I got the chrome stack on this one. And this is 1,000, so it only goes 18 miles an hour. And here we got another 1300 DT, which would be the 185 horse. This is the two-wheel drive version of it. So this is the cheaper version, the 26,500. And as you can see, I got a front 3-point lifter here mod, and it will work on these. Let's jump in him and try it out. Again, it sounds nice. It sounds like the in-game one, but I do like that motor sound. And if you look down low, you can see that the fan turns there. There's the alternator, and it does have hookups you can have on here for a front loader. Look at it in cab here. Pretty basic, but they're an older tractor. You can see we got our front 3-point lifter on here. Excuse me again. Alright, let's go check out number 3. We'll drive him around here a little bit. Like I said, this is the kind of a gear shift sound of this one too. Again, that's the Fiat 1000 series pack by Dale's Farmer. Let's check out number 3. Excuse me again. Alright, number 3. This is a tractor I used a long time ago. This was tough for me to come up with these small tractors, because I don't use small tractors very often. But I did earlier in the game, so that's why a lot of these mods have been out for quite a while. Except for that one X5, which I really haven't played with that tractor. That's why it's an honorable mention. But here we got the 40 pack. And this is by Gamer8250. This is 12 slots for the first one. And there's 2 versions of this. You can see here, this is the 4-cylinder version. And there's a 6-cylinder version that you can see over here. And they both have front 3 points on them. You can get narrow wheels, you can get wide tires, you can get duals, weights, pretty much anything you want. Nokians. They do have beacons on them. You can get a front lifter or a front loader mount for these as well. And you can get the chrome stack, which I did on this one, and this one's a stock stack over here. Again, the 4-cylinder that we have over here will range from 65 to 95 horsepower, so it's a small one. And the 6-cylinder's got a little more oomph to it. So this one will range from 115, I'm looking at the wrong one. At 115, I was right there, to 125 horsepower. And these will both travel at 24 miles an hour. So they're a little faster than the tractors we've looked at so far. And the 4-cylinder starts at 55,000, and the 6-cylinder starts at 85,000. So they're not the cheapest tractors in the world, but they're a nice little tractor. I used these early on when I was kind of doing my own little Let's Plays. But let's listen to this one. Here's the 4-cylinder. Basically, this sounds a lot like the Fiat. Got a nice turning radius to it too, a nice sharp turning radius. And now you'll notice, if we go over to the 6-cylinder here, a lot of the customizations are about the same on these. Got a whole different sound to it. Sounds more like a modern tractor. Again, inside the cab, you can see everything shifts and moves with us, a digital display on it. You can get these with front fenders like the 4-cylinder has, or without, which I took them off of this one. So again, yes, that's the New Holland 40er pack by Gamer8250. 26 miles an hour, even though it says 24 in the mod hub. You can see you got to sometimes jump into tractors to try them out. But that's my number 3 tractor. We're getting closer to the end here. Number 2. This might not surprise you because this is what I'm using on 6 Ashes right now if you're watching. And this is the favorite 51X by Trackfarer. This one, the first one, is 26 slots. And they start out, it's a little deceiving if you go into the store, it'll start out at $35,000, but you have to make sure you select the old paint. And again, here you can see you can get it in different colors, rims in different colors. These all have front 3 points on them, but you have to get the PTO, costs a little extra, the front PTO. Like I said, there you see we got a front loader attacher to it. On this one here, you can see we got the Yara sensor and a John Deere GPS on it, and it's also got a console in the cab there. And then you can get it with, that's the Nokian tires. And then you can get narrow tires. Again, on this one, you can get either with front fenders or without. But this one here will range from 115 to 195 horse if you get the biggest tractor. And they'll travel at 32 miles an hour. Let's check out this tractor first. Let's look in the cab. See if it started up. You got the Green Star monitor in here, the 2643 monitor. It doesn't do anything. It's just for looks, especially on console, but even on PC it really doesn't do anything. So there's this one. And then my old standby here, this is the big one right here, the 195 horsepower. Like I said, with the arrows on it. It does have a beacon. Here it is in cab without the monitor. Sounds nice. Again, that's the favorite 51X by Trackfarer. Takes a little bit to get it up and go, but when she gets going, she goes good. Like I said, I use this tractor quite often, especially buying the old paint on it. Otherwise, it's like $75,000 if you want the new paint, which is the identical tractor. But that brings us to number 1. Let me cough again before we do this and hold you in suspense. Oh. Yeah, I'm still holding you in suspense, ain't I? Haha. Should we look at it or not? These look kind of good, don't they? Like I said, a lot of these I played earlier in FS19. Like I said, I have a MX Magnum that I like to use a lot of times to start off with, which is a medium tractor. That's my favorite medium tractor. It's a Case International. So I use that one quite a bit on my bigger field Let's Plays. Here we go. This is the Deutz I call it, because we used to have a Deutz DX120 way back when I started farming too. But this is the D06 series by Blaua. Don't ask me what I like about this tractor. It really, I don't know, it kind of grew on me. When it first came out, I started using it. But this is 12 slots if you buy the first one. And it starts at $17,000, so it's not overly expensive. And it will range from 52 to 82 horsepower. And it shows on the mod hub that it goes 18 miles an hour, but this is another one, goes 19 miles an hour. But it's a nice, snappy little tractor. And like I say, I have a soft spot for these open station tractors, because as a kid, I spent a lot of time right there on these fenders like this. I mean, my dad had an old 1650 Oliver with the square fenders on it that you'd sit there and put your hand in the handle or whatever and hang on. And we had a 2010 John Deere that I rode with him quite a bit. And I had an uncle that had a 1650 also. I rode with my cousin quite a bit on that tractor. But this tractor here, I actually have a neighbor in real life now that has a bunch of these, and yeah, they use them all the time around their farm. They have a nice sweet corn patch that they plant. But you can see you can change colors on this one too, as well as the rim colors. There's not a lot of customizations, but you can see you got the wheel weights here. You can get narrows, and you can get a cab with it. Let's hop in this one and see what it looks like in cab. Pretty basic, not much to it. This nice little two-wheel drive tractor. But yeah, this is my favorite tractor in the game. Like I said, don't really ask me why. It just kind of grew on me. And another nice sounding tractor. Little beep beep horn. Like I said, they're kind of hard to hear, I know. Said I use this tractor quite a bit on my personal Let's Plays. Like I said, it doesn't take long to get to 19 miles an hour. Again, this is the Deutz D06 series by Blaue. Our Fendt 51X at number 2. Our New Holland 40 pack. I really prefer the 4-cylinder sound. I don't know, even though it sounds just like the Fiat here. The Fiat 1000 series. At number 4, the Fendt GT 250. Or actually at number 5. And at number 6, I have the old Ferguson pack. So there you have it. I thank you all kindly for watching, and yeah, you guys have a good time farming, and yeah, kind of share down in the comment sections whatever you guys kind of like for your smallest tractors. And you know, now that we're kind of ending FS19 here fairly soon, you know, maybe there'll be a few more coming out, who knows. You know, there's definitely more Massey tractors that I haven't played with much either that I'd like to check out that have kind of recently come out. And you know, I have some newer ones. There's a Case International little MX pack that I kind of like with a, you know, an open station, but that one must be a mid-sized tractor also. You know, that's quite a bit newer. But yeah, there you have it. There is my top 6 plus one honorable mention small tractor mods for FS19 on console. So it's available to everybody, all of these are. So yeah, like I said, again, leave in the comments what your favorites are, and if you agree with any of these, and if you like the video, please hit the like. Yeah, if you'd like to share with your friends, please feel free to do so. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. It helps the channel a lot. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys all later. Bye now.